Why do charts pump like this in crypto? I mean, Swell moved up 87%, literally gave it all away, only to pump yet again just a couple of days later. I mean, are people really this dumb? Do they really buy charts that go up and down like this over and over that just pump and dump repeatedly? And can you actually make money trading stuff like this? Yeah. Yes, you can. This is one of the benefits of trading crypto. Now, understand that this video is in no way promoting Swell. I don't even know what Swell is. I don't really even care what Swell is because the chart tells the story every single time. And I'm going to help you give you a massive, massive leg up on everyone else that's talking about Swell or whatever the next Swell is going to be. It doesn't even matter what the ticker is. It's all in the price action. And this is something that I've been doing since 2017. So pay attention, buckle up, get something to take notes with, and here we go. Now, looking over here at the chart, the price action for Swell. Yes, it's insane that the price pumped up 85% in a day, and the price is moving up yet again. And if we zoom out, we can see a couple of things that are really interesting about this chart. Not to mention a massive fat finger right there, but all of these wicks to the upside. You see this stuff? This is not abnormal and it's not unusual for this chart to all of a sudden, out of nowhere, pop 100%. Or let's say it from that 100% buying up here, all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but really over a couple of days, it just dumps and dumps and dumps. We see the same thing happening yet again, moving up 80% and giving almost all of it away, moving up 75%, giving a lot of that away, and then shooting up 116% to give all of that away, and then having a one scam wick up. How could anyone continue to buy anything like this? Is probably what a lot of you are thinking, especially if you're new to crypto. The reality is that the cryptocurrency market is so small. Like it is literally a drop in the bucket in the global financial market. So understand that price action like this is crazy because crypto is extremely low volume. Now, Swell, I don't even know where it ranks in the top even 100. I doubt it's even there. But the reality is that a lot of the coins that are the top tier coins, the top 20 coins, they have much more liquidity. They will not pump like this as much. And if they do, there's some massive news. But when we get really far down the list, we'll find low volume trading pairs like Swell. And it doesn't necessarily have to be Swell on Bybit. It could be any number of coins. But the reality is that coins like this will pump literally out of nowhere for no good reason. Now, what a lot of you will do next is when you see charts pumping like this and you're going, wow, this is incredible. What will you do? You'll probably go over here to X and just start looking for information. Well, if I just go into Swell and see what's happening, I'm going to see a bunch of random people talking about Swell and how it's the next big thing, how it's going to $1 million, how it's the big, and you're going to see, lots of P&L, screenshots, people bragging, people saying, oh yeah, I called it. This is an amazing chart. Look at this. It's so good. It has so much volume. It has so much potential. You guys, this is crypto. Crypto is designed to transfer wealth from the impatient to the patient. It is literally a vehicle for transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. The impatient will chase a pump like this. The patient will recognize very clear oscillating patterns that literally your 3-year-old could draw. And what I'm talking about is just paying attention to how the price is moving and noticing the fact that it has oscillating moves going up and down. And the more that you recognize that this happens a lot in crypto, the easier trading charts like this becomes. And the reality is that I've been trading charts, like I said, like this for a long time. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that I've already laid out in detail in our course, 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom at thebettertraders.com. And this has to do with something called A/B trading. I talked about this a couple weeks ago, and I want to do a follow-up video because I'm seeing a lot of charts doing this right now, and I want to help you out. This is not at all unique to right now. Everything I'm sharing with you can 100% be applied from here until the world ends. Because as long as crypto remains a very small drop in the liquidity bucket of the entire world, we're going to have many more charts just like Swell doing the same exact thing over and over and over again. Everything I'm sharing with you can be applied to so many little charts just like this. Now, I do not mean to throw any shade or disrespect at Swell or their team. I'm sure they're swell. But the reality is that we're going to be using this chart to learn how to make some money trading crypto. So the first thing we want to do is we want to identify some really simple support and resistance levels. Sometimes it helps to identify a listing low, like back over here. And I'm also, just real quick, I'm going to be drawing these lines, not specifically. I'm not going to go to the very tip top level. I'm just going to be eyeing this. And I'm going to be using on my Windows computer, Alt H to draw a horizontal line. Or if you're on a Mac computer, it's Option H. If you're on mobile, have fun with that because the TradingView mobile app is trash for what we're doing right now. It really is. So what we want to do is we just want to go back in time and we want to identify some viable support and resistance levels. So like a listing high dropping down here seems good. And we want to look for big spikes like this because they give us ideas of where the price could go to next. So we have a low right here. Actually, this works out really well. And we have a return. So this is a really good range right here. Notice the price does basically the same thing. Look at that. It falls down here. It falls down yet again, and it goes right back up. This is not one small move. This is an 86% move. The reality is that if we continue to do this, going back in the history of the chart and just going forward, you will see so many times where the price interacts and it moves up to these levels. And again, we just want to identify these pivot highs and these pivot lows just over and over. And you know what? It's okay if it's not perfect. We just want to get a general idea because what we'll see is the price respecting a lot of these levels over and over until we come to the current day. And we can get really detailed with this, or we can be really sloppy. But what you're going to notice is that there are going to be these zones, these blocks, these ranges that are going to be stacked up where you don't have to guess where the price is going to fall again. Even forward thinking, even looking into the future, we can see some clear resistance here at this level, which from the current price is only 4% above. We can see resistance here, resistance here. Now, this is not price-based tippity top resistance, which is why this is so effective. It's effective because you can trade within these levels. And this is something that I call channel trading. Now, channel trading is fun, but aftershock pumps are even more fun. And without giving away a ton of stuff that's already shared in the course, what I want to help you understand is that when you see a chart just pumping for no good reason, I mean, it could be a general alt season, it could be just a euphoric moment. That's great, but understand that anytime you start to see weakness in the chart right here, see this lower wick right here for SWELL that happened on Sunday, it dropped 26%, and then it shot up one more time. This is what we call exit liquidity. This is where a lot of people buy in late. And then they're chasing it, thinking it's going to go up higher, only for the price to crash and give it all away. The same thing happens back over here. You can see a nice move up where SWELL moves up 69%, and then we see it give away a lot of money. What happens next? We have one more pump, 32%, and it gives it away. And everyone's expecting it to go up higher, when in reality, it just drags lower and lower. Is this a unique thing that happens only once? No. We see a nice pump here and no follow-up pump. It just goes away. Understand that this is super duper common in crypto. These liquidity, or rather exit pumps like this, watch out, especially when charts just pump up too high, too fast for no good reason. It's probably going to be a pump and dump. But I teach you how to take advantage of these. And the reality is that even for me, like I wouldn't be chasing a chart like SWELL. You know where I'm going to be looking to buy? I'm going to be looking to buy probably down here again. And you know what? It might take a couple of weeks. It might even take a month or two. But would you want to wait a month to make 75% because you're patient? I don't see why you wouldn't. And if you pay attention to this chart, that's exactly what's happened over and over. What did I say at the beginning? Cryptocurrency, just like the famous quote, is the practice of the money moving from the patient, or rather the impatient, to the patient. Okay, that's another way to say it, another way to phrase it. The reality is that you can see this chart pumping and dumping over and over and over. And even getting a really nice entry, like right here on support, you could say this is support, price going against you, 17, 18% can feel bad. But if you're patient, it pays off. Even buying here on a really good support level, it goes against you. Guess what? You not only get one chance to get out, you get another chance here, you get another chance here. Heck, we can even go to where we are now. You got more chances, and even now you get, actually right now, the price is still in profit from that entry 120 days ago. But the reality is that we want to get the best Pico entry, obviously, yes. So what do? Well, we look at the chart. We do our best to analyze support and resistance levels. It's literally as easy as this. Now, I go into way more detail, of course, in our course, 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. But the main thing you need to know about this is that charts like this, they are pretty much scams. It's okay, and it's all right to call it a scam. Call it what it is. And the reality is that you can trade charts like this, and there are literally hundreds of charts like this over and over and over again. And that's exactly what I've done as an A/B trader. This is how I grew my account trading. And when you're leveraging tools that are available on Altrady to trade charts like Swell or like whatever the other Swell copycat coin might be, this is how you can grow your account. And I teach you how to do that. So I want you to watch this video that talks about how to A/B trade and also gives some pretty revealing statistics and data on how I grew $100 into $800 pretty quick in my nice A/B trading challenge. So watch this video. Until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.